Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Cincinnati Reds and the New York Yankees. The Yankees look to end this three-game interleague series with a sweep. Next. Whitey Ford will be the starter in this one for the Yankees. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
If you want to pick up a win as a starting pitcher, you have to go 5 innings to get the win, and that's just what he did the last one. I'm sure he'd like to be out there for a little bit longer in this one.
At the plate, Joe Morgan, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Leading off the afternoon for Cincinnati, the second baseman, Joe Morgan.
First offering on its way. That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder giving chase. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Batting second, the center fielder, number 44.
Into the box, Eric Davis, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Pitch on the way. Hot shot down the line. Throw over to Gehrig, and that's out number 2. Now to the plate, Johnny Bench. He's been feeling pretty good about things recently as you see the numbers over his past 10 contests. First delivery to him on the way. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here, they've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting, great defense, good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and it's a foul ball.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
And another foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the 3rd strike, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. So a fairly painless top of the 1st, and now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. Johnny Cueto is on the mound for the Reds in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, Johnny Cueto's an interesting guy, man. Has a funky delivery. We call it the shimmy or the shake. He turns his back kind of Louis Tion style, throws from a lot of different arm angles, but his stuff is good. 93 to 96 miles an hour, good changeup, and a good hard slider. The key with Johnny Cueto, keeping his pitch count down early on in the game.
Striding in, Robinson Cano. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the 1st. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Row. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax. A lot of options right now. He could bounce.
And 2 strikes now. And now a pitch on the way.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Batting second, the third baseman, Alex Rodriguez.
Next for New York, Alex Rodriguez. And check out the recent numbers. Clearly providing a lot of thump at the plate right now. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
That's not an at-bat he's going to look back on and be happy about. Obviously, the strikeout result isn't good, but to go down on 3 pitches and none of which were even in the strike zone, as you see there, that's not a good look.
To the plate now, Babe Ruth. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The average sitting at .292 here to start play. 7 homers and 21 driven in. Now the 1-0. Hit in the air down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
The 2-1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
So striding forward now, Mickey Mantle. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Here comes the first pitch. Off the plate and low here, ball 1. Ruth is off at first with 2 away. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Going back is the center fielder. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Yanks leave 1. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Next will be the cleanup hitter, George Foster. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
George Foster.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ford, he's the kind of pitcher that a lot of pitching coaches and managers really appreciate, and that he rarely issues the free pass. He's a strike thrower.
Yeah, Matty V, and I think every pitching coach and every manager loves to have a guy like this on his staff. He won't beat himself. He'll make you put the ball in play, and he's not afraid to get his defense allowed. He's a pitch-to-contact guy, and that's one of the keys why he's been able to be such a good pitcher at this level.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
In is Joey Votto now, who was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday. From the stretch, here's the pitch. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
These teams don't match up all that often, but due to interleague, they get a chance to play this season, and it's really difficult to sweep a team in a 3-game series when you don't play that team all that often.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
At the plate, Ted Kluszewski, as he overcommits here to a slider out of the zone. 1 strike to count. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Pitch is mishandled behind the plate and it bounces away. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate pass ball, and you can bet the catcher is kicking himself about it right now. With the runner advancing to second, the double play is off the table. Might come back to haunt him.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Late swing there on the changeup. Couldn't make up his mind, I guess. It's strike 2. And it's fouled away. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Standing in now, Tony Perez, as the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Ready with the 0-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. A ball and 2 strikes to Perez.
Count 1 and 2.
Unable to find the zone with the slider.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
The set and the 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3 and 2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
It's all a part of learning how to pitch in the big leagues. Major league hitters will not bail you out by swinging at pitches out of the zone. So he's going to have to continue to learn how to get guys out at this level.
Digging in, Reggie Sanders. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. First pitch of the at-bat. Comes set, the 0-1.
Nope, at the ball. 1 and 1.
One and 2 as the changeup had him out in front there. changeup, and that fades down and away, 2-2. Here's a hard hit ball that'll be caught out there at short. Almost big trouble there, but he'll wind up stranding two as the side is retired. Standing in, Roger Maris, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. He's ready. Here's the first offering. The 1-0 home. Down the left field line and deep, and that will end up a foul ball. 1-1. His fastball that misses.
He's a veteran out on that mound. He understands he has to establish that inside fastball to open up the outer half of the plate.
The 2-1 on its way. On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Stepping in now, Lou Gehrig, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Cueto, a former San Francisco Giant, he became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
Line drive to left, and that's in there, base hit.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
At the plate now, Joe DiMaggio, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He'll enter play right at .310 on the year. 5 homers and 11 RBIs. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. First and second here with nobody out. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Yogi Berra comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. That average for him sitting at .345. 2 home runs, 9 driven in. Here comes the 1-0.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
Swing and a miss. Might have got a piece, actually. It's 2-1.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
And he hits the corner with that one. 2-2. Skied down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time.
We got 3-2.
Derek Jeter will be next. Bottom of the second here with no score. Ground ball left side. And that's through into left, a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Into the box now, Derek Jeter, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Jeter takes his swings from the right-handed batter's box, but he's one of those rare hitters that actually thrives facing same-handed pitching. One of the very best in the game, as a matter of fact, in that type of matchup.
Yeah, Matty, he does not leak with that front side. He keeps that shoulder tucked, stays inside the baseball, and it gives him every opportunity to hammer the fastball and stay on that breaking stuff.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Settling in now, Robinson Cano. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. They'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. The set and the 1-1. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. Would have been a grand slam. Instead, it's a foul ball. Here's the 1-2. Just off the outside that time. Laid off for a ball.
One pitch shy of 40 for him right now, and he's not even out of the second inning of work. He's definitely not being as efficient on the mound as he'd like.
Two and two. Here it is.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
Here's the payoff pitch. Count still full, 3-2. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Again, he sends it out of play. Payoff pitch on its way. And he fouls this one off. The payoff pitch. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
Standing in now for the Yankees, Alex Rodriguez, as he'll bat with the bases full and 2 men out. Looking to minimize the damage here. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Davis is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases loaded jam by giving up just 1 run. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 3 left. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. The Yankees lead it 1-0. Leading off the inning, Barry Larkin, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Barry Larkin.
Here's the first pitch to him. The 1-0 home. Hit on the ground to short. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Now batting, Joe Morgan. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2.
Well, he doubled up on that slider, so that tells me he's really feeling it at this point in the game. Good chance we'll see a heavy dose of that slider as this start continues.
Fouled off.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery. Fouled away. Popped him up. Rodriguez over to his right, and he makes the catch for the second out. Digging in now, Eric Davis. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Now the 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. And then that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he rolls over this one foul. We'll do it once more. 3-2. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Johnny Bench. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
I mean, that fires me up right there. Opposite field knock, and in today's game, where every manager is employing hundreds of shifts, to watch this batter go the other way was special.
In now, George Foster. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. Comes set, the 0-1. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. A pause, and the 0-2.
Boy, his pitch count is really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
The set and the 2-2. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Mantle's on the move, still going back, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a 3-run shot to left center, home run number 5 on the year, and it gives the Reds a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, he is kicking himself right now. He worked his tail off to get out of that jam and was 1 strike away from getting there, and then boom, all that work goes to waste. From 0 damage to a 3-run homer in the blink of an eye.
So up steps the former MVP Joey Votto. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. So the Bronx Bombers do, of course, trail by a couple of runs already, so they're going to have to work from behind to earn the sweep.
Sweeps aren't easy to do at this level, particularly with the competition being so stiff. They're down.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. But 3 for the Reds in the inning, all coming on this 3-run home run. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's now 3-1 Cincinnati. Bottom of the 3rd now, and standing in is the DH, Babe Ruth.
The designated hitter.
First pitch coming. Here it is. 0-1 the count. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Into the box, Mickey Mantle. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. 3rd inning here. 3-1 our score. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
The right fielder, number 9, Roger.
Ready now, Roger Maris. He reached on a single in his first try. Has a look, now the pitch.
1-0.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just to give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes.
1-2.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1 and 2. From the belt, the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. That's through for a base hit. He's now 2 for 2 in this one. Throw won't get him.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. At the plate, Lou Gehrig. As the first pitch here has been high, it's ball 1. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2. Now the 2-0 home is in there for strike 1.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
Has a look, now the pitch. 3-1.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit in now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
Offered it a low one there, but came up empty.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Pretty good spot to be in as a pitcher right now. You can go for the punch out or try to induce the ground ball to get a double play.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. And this is lifted high in the air down the line behind third. Perez onto the grass. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Joe DiMaggio. Cueto pauses. First pitch on its way. And he takes ball 1.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Now the 1-0. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Grounder down the line at third. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Has a look, now the pitch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
And that's 2 free passes in the 3rd inning alone, so you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical or if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Yogi Berra, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hang a 0, here's the pitch.
Clearly, this is a tough situation to be on the mound, but the key here is minimizing. They're up by 2, so if he could find a way to get out of this bases loaded jam by only giving up 1 run, that would be clutch.
Changeup stays outside, and he's behind 2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
2 balls, no strikes.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
The 3-0 pitch. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Striding forward now is the DH, Ted Klaczewski.
Ted Klaczewski.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled a ball 1-0. Two balls and no strikes to the Reds DH.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Two balls and a strike.
Count is 2-1.
Count even at 2-2.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
And he comes back with one down and in for ball 3.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Now a ball sprayed fouled into the seats near third. The next 3-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Perez.
So now to the plate, Tony Perez. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. That average for him sitting at 345. 6 home runs and 15 RBIs. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Ground ball sent back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
The right fielder, number 16, Reggie Sanders.
Standing in now, Reggie Sanders, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2-2 though. Now this is slowly hit to short, probably too slowly to get to, and he's safe.
You know, D-Rose, sometimes one of your best friends are your own teammates right there. Good hustle from first base to beat that throw to second, and guess what? He bought his battery, made a knock.
Yeah, he definitely bought him a knock. You know what else he's going to buy him? He's going to buy him dinner on the road at some point, because that's some significant hustle right there. It was a nice play. The internal clock of the defender thought he still had a chance at second, Wasn't meant to be.
One there to Gehrig, and the double play ends the inning. So after the 3-spot last time around, he's able to bounce back and hang a 0 here. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Reds 3 and the Yankees 1. Striding in once again, Derek Jeter. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, but everything looked clean. He was on time. He looked powerful in the box. I guarantee you he wants that swing back. He's still thinking about it as he walks to the plate right here.
And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Here's the pitch.
Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
3-2 pitch. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Now back, second baseman, Robinson.
Ready for another chance? Robinson Cano. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Cueto will go to first. Don't want to forget about him. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And this will be hauled in shy of the track for out number 1 as the runner will retreat to first. Ready once again, Alex Rodriguez.
Alex Rodriguez.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lofted in the air out to right field. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. For the plate now is the designated hitter, Babe Ruth. A hit in 2 tries so far. He's set. Here it comes. Hit hard back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Hey, there's a base hit right there on a changeup. Maybe not a good idea to throw this guy back-to-back changeups.
Yeah, he seemed to be timing that first one. He let the first one go by, then he was not going to let the second one go by. Nice job right there staying through that baseball.
Into the box now, Mickey Mantle, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. It was a walk in his last trip. Cueto pauses. Here's the 0-1. 1 run, 6 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Pulled the string on him. Strike 3 swinging. But the batter's going to take first easily after striking out. So they'll slap an error on the catcher there, and you can tell he's not happy back there. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Strike one to start the at-bat. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
And it's fouled away. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Bench finds it, and that ends the inning. Yankees leave them loaded. Score holds. It's 3-1. Into the box now, Joe Morgan. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Joe.
First pitch of the at-bat. Skied in the air to straightaway left. DiMaggio is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1. So coming to the plate, Eric Davis. First pitch on its way. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Hit hard on the ground to the right. He'll get to this one deep in the hole. A flip from short right gets him, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
So striding in, Johnny Bench. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to Gehrig takes care of him, and that will end the inning. Takes just 4 pitches to set down the Reds as the lead remains 3-1. Blackwell takes the mound as he's been called upon to
Now
pitch.
pitching for Cincinnati, number 40.
Now at the plate, Lou Gehrig. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And 2-0 as this one's taken low. Two and 1 after the foul ball there. The pitch. Joe DiMaggio is on deck. The 3-1 pitch. And that misses. Ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
The left fielder, number 5, Joe.
Stepping into the box, Joe DiMaggio. First pitch of the at-bat.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike. Two and one.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
The 2-1.
That's a ball.
This situation right here reminds me of sitting on the bench talking to John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He would always say, even though the situation looked bad, a pitcher is one pitch away from getting himself out of a tough jam.
The 3-1. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
Digging in to try it again, Yogi Berra, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone.
This is where, as a hitter, you need to slow your thinking. You know he's trying to get you a double play ball right here. You have to control the strike zone.
None out, runners at first and second. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
1-2 to the Yankees catcher. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now. 3-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Ball hit high to the right side, but this will get into the seats. Foul. And that misses. Ball 4, and he's going to need to settle down in a hurry now because he's in a peck of trouble.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Now at the plate, Derek Jeter. Here comes the first pitch.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Got to believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
Bases loaded here, nobody out. And he lays off for ball 1. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. And this is going to plate at least 2 of those runners as it's down for extra bases. And the throw in gets away from him. It's cut off, so all 3 runners are in to score.
Bases loaded, and he was looking to drive them all in the second he stepped into the box. Puts a big swing on this thing, and the ball just gets down to the wall, allowing everyone to come around and score. He'll take a 3-run double every day of the week.
Jim O'Doul will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season.
Jim O'Doul.
Stepping in now, Robinson Cano, and it's grounded just foul down the line. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 0-1 pitch. Line drive to left. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Digging in, Alex Rodriguez. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning, Matt. A hit here could really fire up that dugout.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Into center field, line drive, base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. Now a 5-3 game.
Boy, D-Row, that's awful scary from a pitcher's standpoint, but what's it feel like when you hit one as a hitter that you know is going right at a pitcher?
Yeah, it's scary from the offensive standpoint as well. You know, you're taught to hit it right back where it came from, but those moments right there make you cringe as you're coming out of the box. We got lucky with that.
At the plate now, Babe Ruth. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. And that's the first out. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Mickey Mantle. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First delivery to him on the way. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off 1-2.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was ahead in the count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
In now, Roger Maris, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Comes set, and the 0-1.
1-1.
4 runs here in this half inning. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
And he fouls this one off. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Yankees lead this one 5-3. George Foster will step toward the box here, and as he does, we flash you back to inning number 3 as you check out his 3-run home run. A big blow early on. First offering on its way. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike. A ball and a strike.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Mantle is under it, and there's one gone. Stepping in, Joey Votto. Third trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. In there at the knees. Strike 1. 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error on the ledger for Cincinnati so far. And Votto's able to lay off that one as the count turns even to 1-1. High and deep down the left field line. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. The 1-2. Now, surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. On to first, and Votto's gone for out number 2. And now the designated hitter for the Reds, Ted Kluszewski. First pitch on its way. In there, no balls and a strike. So far this season, Kluszewski is carrying a slugging percentage under .350. Needless to say, he's not a big extra base hitter home run guy right here. And this is high, a ball and a strike.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the time run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Guess where he's going with this next pitch? Probably a little further outside. See if the fish are still biting.
High and deep to straightaway right. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. 1-2-3 go the Reds. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. Digging in, Lou Gehrig, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
The first baseman, Lou Gehrig.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Two balls and a strike to the Yankees first baseman. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. Hit hard down the line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
The left fielder, number 5.
Digging in once again, Joe DiMaggio. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
Shot towards second. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. He's through first and hustling for second. He hit the corner and tries for third. The relay throw, and he'll get in there safely.
The second this thing got past the outfielder, you knew it was at least a double, possibly a triple, but he turns on the afterburners and is safely into third.
So now to the plate, Yogi Berra, as he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
Oh, 2, here it is.
Definitely a strikeout situation here with the runner on third, so that's smart, trying to make him chase that slider out of the zone.
Hit on the ground out to short. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Derek Jeter. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning coming up. The Yankees lead it 6-3. Stepping up to the plate, Tony Perez. He singled his last time up.
The third baseman, number 24, Tony Perez.
Here comes the first pitch. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Swing and a miss. 1-1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
To the plate now, Reggie Sanders. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 1-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Mantle is back, and he'll get there to make the play for out number 2. At the plate, Barry Larkin. First pitch on its way.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Here it comes. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Reds are down in order. Can't cut into that 6-3 deficit. Don Garrett gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Don Garrett.
Now at the plate, Robinson Cano. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Robinson Cano.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes on 0-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
Into the box now, Alex Rodriguez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Long run for the right fielder. Lays out, and he's got it. A great play for out number 2.
Designated hitter, Babe Ruth.
Stepping up now, Babe Ruth. Couple of singles for him in 4 trips for him this afternoon. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a fastball upstairs, 1-0.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. All even now, 2-2. Three balls and 2 strikes to the Yankees DH.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Swing, and he puts a charge into this one, high and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. A solo shot down the line in right. 8th home run on the season for him, as it is now 7-3.
Well, there's nothing that makes you feel as helpless as a ball like this. The pitcher and the right fielder were wishing and hoping it would hook foul right of the pole, but no such luck. Off the foul pole and gone.
At the plate, Mickey Mantle.
Number 7.
As he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. 2 out, nobody on. Line drive, base hit. And now it'll kick around in the corner. He'll get it into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Yanks able to add on one more via the solo home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now a 4-run lead at 7-3. Michael Pineda has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 35, Michael Pineda.
Stepping in now, Joe Morgan. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The Yanks are maintaining a slim lead in the late going of this series finale, so if they can wrap it up, they'll complete the series sweep.
Hey, Matt, what a great spot to be in. You're playing good baseball, you're going for the sweep, and you're leading by a few runs going into the later innings. Now it's just time to close the deal.
And even sweeter, of course, is getting that series sweep in your own ballpark in front of the home faithful. So we'll see if they can send these fans home happy.
No doubt about it. Fan base is excited. They are all out in full force, coming to the ballpark, hoping to witness a sweep, and it looks pretty good at this point.
So digging in now, Eric Davis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep, too.
And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of a steal when he's on base.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
In now for the Reds, Johnny Bench. He's ready. Here's the first offering. The 1-0. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. And the runner from first comes around to score.
Never say never in this game, folks. It's late and the clock is ticking, but that RBI double might start making believers out of the entire dugout. We'll see if they can build on it and maybe get back into this thing.
Standing in now, George Foster. A line shot to third base, but the runner is back to avoid the double play. So a runner at second, 2 down now, and standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto. From the stretch. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Two out here and a runner at second. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw on to Gehrig takes care of him, and that will end the inning. Reds get a run in the inning on this RBI double. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Yankees 7 and the Reds 4. Luis Castillo is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 58, Luis Castillo.
Standing in, Roger Maris. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame.
The right fielder, Roger Maris.
First offering on its way. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul.
After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling up on that pitch.
And that is through into right field for a single.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line him, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Into the box, Lou Gehrig.
And on the first pitch, he grounds foul.
He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Castillo, a 27-year-old. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Sanders will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first. Ready for another shot now, Joe DiMaggio. First pitch coming, here it is. Runners on first with 1 down. Called strike 0-2. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Hot shot on the ground to short. To Morgan at the bag. Relay to Votto's in time at first, and it's a double play. Side retired. Down in order go the Yankees. They hold a 7-4 lead. Mariano Rivera comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Mariano Rivera.
Kicking off the top of the ninth, Ted Kluszewski, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against the closer.
Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1. And he looks at one in there, 1-2.
A good fastball above the belt is normally a pitch that batters love to take a rip at, but that one froze him.
The 1-2. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. Misses, ball 2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
He's set, and the pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Cut fastball above the letters, a ball and a strike. Rivera stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. He's in the midst of his 20th major league campaign. Pretty remarkable. Almost 2 full decades playing at the highest level.
Yeah, and that's the name of the game with this guy. You don't hang around 13 years. I always say this, you show me a good teammate, I'll show you a guy who opens the door every day, and you know exactly what you're getting. The consistency this guy has had can't go unnoticed, and he's had an amazing career.
And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his 2nd hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
At the plate now, Reggie Sanders, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the 0-1. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Ready now for Cincinnati, Barry Larkin. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Two and 0 now.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the ninth is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
Ball 3 as he misses low with it here.
Well, this is a big pitch right here. 2 outs in the ninth. The last thing you want to do is walk a guy and bring the tying run to the plate.
Here it is on 3-0. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
The closer is supposed to slam the door on his opponent, but he left the door wide open with a walk there. We'll see if they can capitalize on it.
Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone. And here comes an important cog in the big red machine, Joe Morgan. From the belt, kicks and deals. Just a tick behind for a strike.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
Now the 0-1. Fouled off.
Get the chainsaw out today, boys. If he's going to throw back-to-back cutters like that, we are going to have some guys getting some wood blown up in their hands.
The Reds down to their last strike. And he gets the punch out as the Yankees finish the job and complete the series sweep of their rivals at home.
Yeah, that's the way you want to finish a 3-game home series. Breaking out the brooms and sweeping the other guys right out of here.
7-4 the final finish today. New York used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Whitey Ford earns the win, his 2nd. Mariano Rivera hammers down the save, his 3rd of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.